Right, so boys, it is the 21st. It is Saturday. We're going to run over the week's trades for this week. So, starting off with, this is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. Okay, starting off with Monday. Fat. Straight to take profit. Straight to take profit. So, we started off this week in drawdown. And finishing off this week, we're now in profit. We've had a mad win. We've passed 3 accounts. I've been posting all of the trades that we've made, as well as all of the updates that we've done. So we traded on 4 accounts, 4 fresh accounts this week, 4 fresh phase 1 accounts. Well, continuing on from last week. So phase 1, the first account, we passed from 1 straight trade, which we mentioned last week. Then phase 2, we've now passed. Our third account, phase 1, we passed on the first account. Second account, we've passed phase 1. On the third account, we've gone up into 4% profit, so we're 4% there. So probably Monday, I'll probably risk 2% to gain 4, and then I would pass. If I lose, then I'll just risk 3% to try and gain 6%. And then if I win that one, then I also pass. So I've got 2 chances to just instantly pass, basically. And then the fourth account, I'm up 7.9%. So I did set it up, but spreads and commissions took me down, so I wasn't able to pass in the one trade, which was annoying. Not in the one trade, but just in that trade which I placed. But this week has been an absolute matters. We've literally won most of our trades. It's been juicy. So out of the 10 accounts, 4 are in profit and looking good. We're going to trade all of the phase 1s, then we're going to trade all of the phase 2s, and then once we get to the live stage, that's when we start the next cycle. So try and secure at least 2 payouts on every single one, get them out of risk management, because we're going high risk, so we're playing it. Our strategy has performed very well this past 2 weeks. It's been mental. 2 weeks ago, I was feeling down. I was like, shit, fuck, like worst week yet. All losses that week. We've come back so strong. So strong. From last week Wednesday till now has been mental. So hopefully over this month and the start of the next, we can get all 10 accounts at least passed or blown. Hopefully we'll get at least 6 of them passed, which would be insane. But the win rate of our current strat is about 60 to 70%. So around the 6 to 7 mark is probably what we're going to end up seeing passed, unless we end up making silly mistakes or anything. But we have been playing it a bit risky, but it has played off in our favor. And we got to trade. You got to trade challenges like their demos. If you play it really slow, you will pass 1. But in the time you've passed that 1, I've passed 10, and I've made 1 payout, which has then taken over all of those accounts. So these are all 10Ks. So it's not going to be the most amount of funding from it, but it is a very, very good step in the door. So once we've gotten 50k funding, or however much funding we get from this, if we get like 60k funding, 70k funding, that's insane. That's great. The more the better. It just gives me 2 extra protection, like extra protected accounts. So if I end up blowing 2 of the fundeds, okay, cool. Well, I still have 50k funding, and then I secure 2 payouts on all of them, and then we run into the 25ks. And then after we've ran 4 25ks and we're at 150k funding, we then take secure 2 payouts on all of them, potentially even merging them into 350ks. And then after that, we then run 50ks up until 300k funding. I made a video all on this, on the different phases to get to max allocation, the best way. If you're running it aggressive, if you don't have the most amount of money and you're playing it slow and you're doing it step by step, then obviously this isn't the strat. But hopefully by mid next month, we would have traded on all 10 accounts, got them all at least passed or failed. Hopefully we can pass at least another 3. I'm thinking Monday we'll definitely get the 1 account passed. So tomorrow, in 2 days, we'll get that 4th account passed, which only needs 0.1%. That's 10 quid. I'll probably just go, risk 2% on a 10 pip SL for like a 5 pip TP just to get me like 15 quid, Like it'll be like 3 pips that I need, 4 pips that I need. It'll be hit instantly, basically. And then the account which is up 4%, I'm gonna run both of those accounts. I'll probably run a fresh account on Monday, just because all of the built up, it probably isn't going to look like it's going to be a win. Actually, no, fuck it. I'm in profit. It doesn't matter if I lose because I'm just playing with profits. So that's it. That's the plan. Next week we're running phase 1 still. The live is down, basically blown, so we're not trading that. It's got 20 quid left, so once I get more funding from this, then maybe I'll try and play a long game, like maybe do a daily bias and then run a daily, or like a, you know, do a swing trade, like, or something like that. Maybe scalp and just do like an all on it kind of thing. Just hope for the best. If it blows, it blows. It's not the end of the world. But if it wins, then we secured our 10k funded back. But the trades this week have been beautiful. We've been running through them every day, talking about them in the Discord. So make sure that, you know, you hop in it. For yesterday's trade I missed, so I missed Friday's trade, unfortunately. So I only traded for 3 days this week. 3 days. Because Wednesday we didn't get a sweep in Asia session. So I've traded 3 days this week. I traded Monday, I traded Tuesday, and I traded Thursday. Those 3 days, we've won basically every single day. Every day this week has been a winner. It's been beautiful. But Friday's trade, basically why I missed it was because my Asia session indicator was wrong. It said that Asia started at 11, so it had a massive extra like box. The box was a lot bigger than it should have been, whereas it should have been a lot shorter because that extra hour, basically a lot of movement happened. So Asia session was actually a lot smaller than it said it was, and then the sweep happened at literally 8:01, and then straight away reversed and went straight to our TP. So it's annoying I missed that entry, but we learned from our mistakes. I've amended my indicator. So hopefully we don't make that same mistake. And every Sunday we're going to kind of reflect back on all of our mistakes and then go from there. And then hopefully that won't never happen again. But that is the update for this week, boys. It's looking good. Happy trading. Hopefully, over the next month, we may be 50k funded. And then we can start on to phase 2 of our challenges. So anyways, good chatting with you. Happy trading and good luck in the future, boys.